Hey everyone, Johnny here. Don't Speak News. News that, well, everybody's speaking about tonight. So here we go. This is updated up to 6:19 p.m. Eastern Time this evening. And we'll refresh it here as we scroll down and see if there's any more updates. But Israel has airstruck Beirut as they went after the number 2 guy in Hezbollah, allegedly the guy that's in charge of their missile program. It all depends on who you ask. But anyway, this is what Israel's claiming, that it targeted a senior Hezbollah commander, and the Hezbollah has warned of a big response to any strikes deep inside Lebanon. Well, there has been. I'm going to show you that here in a second. An Israeli airstrike targeted the southern suburbs of the Lebanese capital at Beirut on Tuesday, a step that could escalate the Israel-Hezbollah conflict into a full-blown war. Israel said that it targeted a senior Hezbollah commander, Fouad Shakur. A Lebanese government official told CNN that Shakur survived the strike. Yes, I've read that in other places too. While Israel is claiming he was killed. Lebanon's Al Mayadeen is reporting that 1 civilian was killed and 68 others were wounded. The Israeli military claimed Shakur was responsible for the rocket that killed 12 Jewish children in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights on Saturday. But there's a lot of evidence to suggest that that was actually a misfire of an Israeli Iron Dome rocket. Anyway, nonetheless, Hezbollah denied responsibility for the killing of the children and has said they were hit by an Israeli air defense rocket. According to Al Jazeera, Hezbollah has warned that if Israel launched a strike deep into Lebanese territory, it would mean that all rules of war are off. The last time Israel bombed Beirut was on January 2nd, when the Israeli military launched a drone strike that targeted a senior Hamas official. So now we go to this article from Greek News on Demand, excuse me. So here it is. The Jewish terrorist state Israel just bombed Lebanese capital of Beirut. So here we go. This is from the Syrian Girl. The Jewish state, terrorist state Israel just bombed the Lebanese capital. That was, of course, some video of the aftermath. Breaking: Israel has bombed Beirut. The Jewish ISIS must be punished severely to prevent further loss of life. Israel murdered 12 Syrian children 2 days ago. Nasrallah promised blood for blood. And so, yeah, the Syrian Girl is tweeting all of this out. People of Beirut shout in support of their resistance, encouraging them to retaliate after Israel's strike. Israel's definitely stirring up the hornet's nest. So they're saying Reuters here is, according to Vanessa Beeley, is channeling Zionist claims that they have assassinated the senior Hezbollah leader in a drone strike in the southern suburbs of Beirut. The Harek area, which is a heavily populated area and close to a major hospital. The resistance response will be harsh. Israel is a terrorist entity. Indeed, they are. They bomb hospitals. They bomb schools. They've killed tens of thousands of children inside of Gaza. But then they're going to pretend that these were Israeli children, which they're not. They didn't have Israeli citizenship. They were Jewish children, and they refused to take Israeli citizenship. And on we can go about that. But Israeli terrorists took out an entire residential building in Beirut. They want to wipe out all the non-Jews in the region, and that's true. And so I'll put the link up, as always, so you guys can read the rest and watch the videos on your own. So we can keep this short, sweet, and simple. Here we go. Back to Hal Turner here. We're going to scroll down, so bear with me, because we've already covered a lot of this already. Here's Israel's announcement that they say they eliminated this Fouad Shakur, and Hezbollah is saying, nah, he did not. Hal Turner says it is so crazy. Israel bombs a civilian area, they're mass casualties. They either miss their target or hit them, depending on who you believe. Then they have the nerve to say they don't want war, and the matter is concluded. What? Further, they said the ball is now in Hezbollah's court. I agree, WTF. That's like somebody punching you and your mother in the face and saying, I don't want to fight, it's up to you. I agree with that statement. So reports suggest Hezbollah are going to launch a major escalation. Israeli Army radio says estimates indicate the attack will lead to a major response from Hezbollah in the north. But will it lead to a response from Hezbollah in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem? Well, only time will tell. Russia says strikes on Lebanon are a flagrant violation of international law. The senior journalist close to Hezbollah warns, don't stay in Haifa tonight, or Haifa. the Iranian embassy in Beirut, we condemn in the strongest terms the sinful and cowardly Israeli aggression against the southern suburb of Beirut, which claims the lives of a number of martyrs and wounded. So at 5:52 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, Hezbollah's first response to the attack in Beirut is to say Israel made a mistake. Then the shelters in central Israel and municipalities amid Hezbollah strike threat have been opened. And at 6:19 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time, new airstrikes occurring in the city of Babil in Iraq. Strategic military cargo planes arrive in Israel from an air base in Qatar. A swarm of drones enter Israel from Lebanon towards the western Galilee, and Israel opened up all the shelters in Tel Aviv. And there are more updates. Israel now officially confirms the death of Fuad Shakur, top commander of Hezbollah's military. It is possible that the head of the Quds Force of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps was also killed in the strike. Well, Hezbollah is saying that they didn't, so we'll see. At 7:20 p.m. Eastern tonight, the Lebanese Ministry of Health. The number of victims of the Israeli attack on the southern suburb of Beirut has risen to 3 dead and 74 wounded. And there you go. We'll refresh it one more time here just to see. And nope, that's the latest. So that's the latest that we have as of right now, guys. But I will keep my eyes on all of this, as I always do. And don't forget, we do have, we're almost there with the Save the Fund website fundraiser. So we have $290 of the $330 that we need raised. I want to thank everyone who has contributed so far. And so it looks pretty good. As long as we hit that, I'll renew the website tomorrow. We have until August 3rd or 4th. I believe it's the 4th. So we're cutting it real close, but nonetheless, it looks like we'll get there. So thanks to all who have supported. And like I say, we're only $40 away. So if you're able to support us, please do so. And we thank you very much for that. And that is it for now. God bless. Take care. Johnny Storm, Don't Speak News.